Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the San Francisco Giants and the Washington Nationals. Posey and Harper lead their teams to battle. Next.
Number 2, Denard Span.
Denard Span is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hard hit ball to second and a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to open up the ball game. Striding into the box, Brandon Crawford, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Scherzer will check at first. Runner back safely. Span the runner at first with nobody out. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And here's a pitch taken by Crawford for a ball. 3-1.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Hit out towards second. Drew's got it. Espinoza. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Stepping into the box, Brandon Belt. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Brandon Belt.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And he'll barrel right through the stop sign, headed for the plate. The tag by Ramos, and they got him at home plate. And he'll get in there safely. Buster Posey steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. And he'll take first here on the intentional walk, so make it runners at the corners now with 2 away. Joe Panik steps in a good first inning RBI spot. Runners at the corners and 2 gone. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. And it's quickly 0-2. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And this one gets away. That could be a run. It is. Scherzer comes set. Here's the 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 pitch. Bounced weakly near the plate. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Trey Turner comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Nationals, center fielder.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. In the air out toward right field. Moving under it, Pence. He's got it 1 away. Ben Revere steps into the box.
Ben Revere.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, it'll remain 1-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Wilson Ramos gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Outside, 3-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Bryce Harper set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Anthony Rendon stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. Skied into straightaway right. Hence, over to his left, and that's the 3rd out. Eduardo Nunez makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the 2nd.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Scherzer into the windup. 0-1 pitch on its way. And he squares this one nicely, and it's lined into center field for a leadoff single. Adam Duvall settles into the box for his first chance. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Hard hit toward the hole. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Standing in, Angel Pagan. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Harper calls for it. 1 down. And he'll move up to 3rd now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. Denard Span will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. Brandon Crawford steps in for his 2nd at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. Revere is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Danny Espinoza strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the 2nd inning.
The shortstop, Danny Espinoza.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. And he'll try to hold up on the pitch inside, but to no avail, and that's the first strike. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Espinoza is retired, and there's one away.
Batting 7.
Ryan Zimmerman digs in, ready for his first plate appearance. Now a slider from Kane. It gets him ahead. No balls and a strike. Tap foul at home plate. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lifted in the air to center. Span moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Brett Gardner gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Stephen Drew set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Brandon Belt is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
The first baseman, number 9.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. Revere coasts under it. 1 away. Buster Posey digs in now, hoping he gets to see some pitches here after being intentionally walked in his first appearance.
Well, I'm sure he'd probably rather hit, but guess what? There's no easier way to improve that on-base percentage.
On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third.
Joe Panik.
Joe Panik is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Scherzer looks in. Here's the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Harper moves over, and the inning is over. Trey Turner digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Fastball called for strike 2. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
Catcher Wilson Ramos.
Chop foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Hunter Pence is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. Ground ball left side. Espinosa's up with it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Eduardo Nunez strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Harper giving chase. He gets there, but he missed it. Around second. He'll try for third. And he is in there. Adam Duvall will dig in. He singled his first time around.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Hard hit ball to second. Drew's got it. A throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Angel Pagan steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. The 0-1 on its way. And he falls behind 0-2. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Revere is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Denard Span stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Rendon will look this one in to retire the side. Leading off the inning, Bryce Harper, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And he will take strike 3 call. He's got another one. 5 straight strikeouts, and that's the first out of the inning.
Baseman number 6, Anthony Rendon.
It's a swinging bunt up the line. Nunez has it. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Espinosa. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. No runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors on the Washington line score. Fastball close, but he didn't get it 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
First baseman number 12.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Pence able to get it quickly into the infield, and as a result, that'll hold the runner at third base.
Now batting.
At the plate, Brett Gardner. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, well, maybe that'll wake him up, guys. You know, maybe a little motivation to square one up and get out of this slump he's in.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pagan has a read on it. 2 gone. And there's a first step in the comeback. The sac fly makes this a 4-1. Brandon Crawford heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
This one's flared out toward left. Revere is there to put this one away, and it's a very quick out to start the fifth.
The first baseman.
Brandon
Number 9.
Belt will dig in,
Brandon
1 for 2, including a double back in the first. In there, 0-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. This is pulled into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Buster Posey strides in, grounded out his last time through. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Stephen Drew comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Tapper up the line. Posey is up with it. A quick out number 1. Trey Turner will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Kane's ready. Here he comes. 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
2 strikes.
5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Into the box now, Ben Revere. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Joe Panik makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. Mark Zepchinski will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
23. Mark Zepchinski.
Line drive to center field. Turner patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Hunter Pence will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. Gets a small piece near the plate. Gonna be a tough play. Throw gets him. 2 down. At the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Drilled right back up the middle. Espinosa to his right. He has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Wilson Ramos will stand in, and he'll lead off in the Washington 6th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Count is 1.
Slider. Good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. Down the third baseline. Backhanded. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Bryce Harper will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Harper.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Well, this is an important time for him to bear down. He's thrown the ball very well, but he doesn't want to let the meat of this order ruin what he's done so far.
Back goes Pagan. He jumps, but he can't make the play. It's off the wall. And he will check in with his first extra base hit of the year. It's a double.
The third baseman, number
Anthony
6.
Rendon
Anthony
steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. 1 run, 5 hits, and 2 errors on the Washington line score. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Striding in once again, Danny Espinosa. He drew a walk his first time up.
Danny Espinosa.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Chopped at the plate. Posey scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Adam Duvall is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Line drive to left. Revere has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. Angel Pagan will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Ready for another chance? Denard Span. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Ryan Zimmerman steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting.
Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Right back at it now is Kane as he gets ahead of his leadoff man here, 0-1.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
And this will be handled by Pence for the first out.
The batter.
So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in Brett Gardner. Kane into the windup. First pitch on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Steven.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the 2-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Brandon Crawford comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. First offering on its way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Protecting with 2 strikes, 1 out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away. 1 gone here in the Giants half of the 8th. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit. Buster Posey will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Oliver Perez will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already one out in the inning. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. And easy to read the thought process here as he starts him out with a sinker below the knees, and it's 1-0. Ramos has a play, makes the play, and there are two gone now. Joe Panik stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Now a swing and a fly ball. After it is Revere. And that ends the inning. Trey Turner will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. Still 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Just hung in there on that one. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th. Ben Revere will step in. A ground out victim as last time.
Now pitching for San Francisco, number 13, Will Smith.
From the stretch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
2 tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The catcher, number 40.
Wilson Ramos strides in, grounded out his last time through. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Full count. 3-2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Hence has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Bryce Harper ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 0-1 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2.
And that slider's going to make some guys look bad. When he's throwing it good, it's a really tough pitch to get a handle on.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Hence is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And he'll make it up safely to 3rd, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
The third
Anthony
baseman, number
Rendon
6.
steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Your
Hunter
attention,
Strickland
please.
will come on here
Now
looking to
pitching
get
for
the
the
final.
Giants.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not?
Nope.
It's a big one.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. 8th inning. 4-1 is our score. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here. And kicking off the top of the 9th, Hunter Pence, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Grounded to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Eduardo Nunez will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Zimmerman will have room there as he puts it away in front of the dugout for out number 2.
Now batting,
Adam Duvall
designated
gets
hitter,
another crack
Adam
right here. He's got a
Duvall.
hit in 3 tries to this point. And there's the old slider from Perez. It's strike 1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Striding in to start the 9th, Danny Espinosa, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
the shortstop.
And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. That's inside. 2-0. 2-1. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
And this should be a challenge here with a 3-run lead.
And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats. Ryan Zimmerman is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. The win would go to Matt Cain should the score hold up here. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now. And this is going to be a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. Popped high in the air. Under it now is Crawford, and Brandon's got it for the first out. Brett Gardner stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. And that's in there. Base hit. Stephen Drew digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they found him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as Jason Worth begins to stretch in the on-deck circle. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. First and second now, 1 man out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Hit high and deep toward the corner and right. Pence on the run. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. The relay throw, and he's safe. Trey Turner comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 outs here in the ninth.
You know what? Let's see what kind of fight this team has right now. You've got to get on pace right here. There might be a glimmer of hope for you.
Clint Robinson, we'll see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. Sergio Romo is on now to try to close things down.
Sergio Romo.
Lined hard down the line and right, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. The 0-1 delivery. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And, folks, this ball game is tied.
Now batting, left fielder.
3-run home run down the line and right as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 3 runs already home here. Grounded to short. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Angel Pagan stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Sean Kelly will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frame.
Number 27, Sean Kelly.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
For the Nationals. Now playing center field, number 25.
Fouled back.
Clint Robinson. Now playing second base, number 28.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Ramos has got it, but it's not in time, and he'll reach first despite going down on strikes.
Center fielder number 2.
Denard Span strides in, grounded out his last time through. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Brandon Crawford struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Gardner going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. The runner scores from second. In to score is the runner from first. And they're right back in business again. He's in with a triple. Brandon Belt digs in now with 2 already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Revere has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away. And they'll widen the gap a bit with the sac fly as this is now a 3-run lead. Now at the plate, Buster Posey. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one.
Lifted in the air out to right. Harper has it in his tracks. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Now batting,
Joe Panik will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Harper. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Digging hard, he's headed for third. Throw won't get him. Stepping up now, Hunter Pence. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Men on third with two down. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw to first ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Wilson Ramos, and they'll need him to get something going here. He's set, and the pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Little chopper back his way. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Bryce Harper will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is fouled back and out of play. Right side. Belt has it. And he is out on the tag. Anthony Rendon will step in. A ground-out victim his last time. Out in front of it, strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. And guys, the Giants couldn't have done it here without the start turned in by this man, Matt Cain.